I bought an entire mobile phone gaming setup that has 2 cooling fans inside of it and used it as a gaming PC.
Okay, so I went ahead and literally bought like an entire mobile phone gaming setup type of thing. So inside the box, I have like a ton of mobile accessory gadgets. Basically all the stuff that competitive mobile players use, not just for like Fortnite, but for like other games like Call of Duty Warzone mobile. We have like PUBG mobile, all that different type of games, as well as obviously the gaming phone itself. So inside, if you guys take a look, over here is the gaming phone. You guys already know it's from the company Red Magic, and this is literally their newest and most powerful gaming phone. I've actually tested out the gaming phone they had last year, and it was really powerful, so I went ahead and bought their new 2025 version, which is the Red Magic 10 Pro. So yeah, this is literally the gaming phone I'm gonna be using for this gaming setup. But inside, we also have a bunch of other stuff. Over here, I have like some mobile controller thing. Actually, never mind. This thing is actually a gaming phone cooling fan. So we have like an external cooling fan for the phone, since the gaming phone actually overheats a lot if you guys play games on it. And then inside, I also have this thing right here, which is like a mobile game controller. I don't even know how it works, but basically turns your phone into like some controller type of thing. It has like paddles and all that stuff for the phone. It's really complicated, I'm pretty sure, but we're gonna go ahead and test that out later. Inside, I also have these things right here. I have a mobile phone game joystick. This is kind of like a joystick, like a controller, but you actually plug it into your phone. I don't even know how it works, but yeah, all these stuff is supposed to make gaming on phone a lot easier. And like I said, all the competitive like phone gamers that plays all those competitive games that are actually on your mobile phone used all these type of stuff. So you guys already know I had to buy all these accessories. And then I also have these gaming gloves right here. I've actually had this for a few months now. I've literally never used it before, but it's supposed to give you like better grip whenever you actually hold on to things. So you guys can use this for like gaming on mouse and keyboard, but for phone, it's actually gonna be really helpful. It has like a built-in heating system, cooling system. I don't know, but there's like a bunch of actual features with these gaming gloves. So yeah, let's go ahead and just first start off with the gaming phone itself. This is the Red Magic 10 Pro, and this phone actually costs about $800. So this thing does cost about relatively close to a budget gaming PC, but this thing is a gaming phone. So obviously you're gonna have to use your hands and stuff, but let's go ahead and take a look at this phone, since this is the newest version of the Red Magic phones. I've tried the 9S Pro, I'm pretty sure, but this one is the 10 Pro, so there should be a few upgrades from the 9. I'm pretty sure they upgraded like the processor chip inside of the phone, so I'm pretty sure the phone should be able to run games a lot smoother. But here it is, we have the Red Magic 10 Pro smartphone, which is a gaming phone that actually has a built-in cooling fan. You guys can kind of see the cooling fan over here. And then inside the box, we also have, obviously we have all the charging cables and stuff, and that's literally it. But yeah, we have a really slim and small phone over here. And I'm actually pretty sure that this phone's refresh rate from its screen is actually upgraded from last year's model, which I'm pretty sure only runs a 144 Hertz display, while this one, which is the Red Magic 10 Pro, runs at a 165 Hertz display. So here is the phone, and yeah, this thing absolutely looks amazing. Super slim design, as you guys can see. And also compared to last year's model, this thing does have a kind of different design. I feel like the back is like a different material now. Yeah, it definitely feels like a different material. You guys can kind of see a little bit of like this glowing thing, but yeah, here is the phone. This thing is definitely a pretty huge phone, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely bigger than like my main Apple phone that I use. But yeah, it has 2 cameras, and then we have the built-in cooling fan over here. This thing is definitely a pretty small fan, so it's not gonna cool this phone too much, but it should do its job. But yeah, inside of this phone, it is powered by Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor. So it is the same as the Red Magic Nova gaming tablet I reviewed not so long ago. This is kind of like the tablet, but just like the phone version. Over here, we have like this little red tab, and it basically, once you guys actually enable it, just like that, it basically goes into like some gaming mode where you guys can basically just change like the game settings and whatnot. It's kind of like overclocking your GPU, but for this phone. So there are like a ton of ways you guys can actually configure gaming on here for like the highest and most optimal performance. So really cool coming from a Red Magic phone. Yeah, just holding this thing, it definitely feels like a much bigger phone, but when you actually game on here, I feel like the screen is definitely gonna be like pretty small. And it looks like the cooling fan does not have RGB right now, but you guys can see a little bit of glow coming from like the red magic logos. I think you actually have to turn on the cooling fan for you guys to actually see the RGB. It does work in the settings, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this thing up first. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the first accessory we have basically for this mobile phone gaming setup. Probably the most useful one for this setup, we have this mobile game controller. And basically this thing is just gonna turn the red magic phone into kind of like a controller handheld device. You guys can see it does have like these controller grips as well as like these paddle types of control. It says 6-finger radiating gamepad. So I'm assuming they want us to use 6 fingers. How am I gonna use 6, bro? I only have 5 on each side. Okay, whatever. Let's go ahead and take a look at this now. And here it is. We have this game controller looking thing. It has like these little claw grip type of things on top. I don't even know how this thing works, but maybe this thing is self-explanatory. I mean, it kind of just expands outwards, I'm pretty sure. Oh, on the back, this thing does have paddles. You guys can see once I actually press it on the back, it basically moves it on the front. Okay, so this thing is kind of like a pro controller. That's actually really, really cool. I'm not gonna lie. If you suck playing games on mobile, this thing would help a lot, which is definitely gonna be what I need. I just gotta figure out how to place the phone on top, actually. Unless this thing just places the phone directly on top, maybe? But yeah, taking a look at this controller, I mean, it's fully plastic. It's not like too premium. It's definitely like somewhat cheap. I think it only cost me around like $15 to $20, so it's definitely not that expensive. And also something I just realized is that the back has like a built-in fan. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it, but there's like a fan right here. So I'm assuming it also cools down your phone. It did come with a cable, so I'm assuming the fan does spin if you go ahead and just plug it directly to the phone. You do have to plug in USB type A to your phone. So, but yeah, really, really cool. We have like 4 paddle controls on the back. And yeah, there you go. You guys can literally just move this thing, literally use it like a pro controller. That's actually really, really sick. I'm not gonna lie. I have the red magic phone right here. Let's go ahead and try to like set this thing up. I'm not sure how it actually works. Wait, no way, it doesn't fit. Hold up. No, does it fit? This thing gotta be able to push up. Okay, there you go. Yeah, this thing could be pushed up so you guys can basically fit in your phone. And oh my, this thing is actually really cheap. It's like really cheap plastic. It's so easy to break, honestly, but I guess that's beside the point. Let's go ahead and try to slide this phone in there. I guess you just place the phone like that and then you just push up against the phone and boom, there we go. We have this thing set up. That's actually really, really easy. And once you guys press on it, you guys can see the buttons basically just tap on the screen. And what you have to basically do from there is just set up your HUD control basically where you want these buttons to tap. So as you guys can see, if I press on one of the buttons, it's gonna basically open up TikTok. Boom, there we go. That's actually really, really cool. Oh my God. And yeah, this thing, I mean, literally just looks like a handheld device from here. All right, next thing we have is a built-in magnetic radiator. Basically just like a cooling fan for the phone. The game controller thing did come with a cooling fan. So I'm not sure if this thing is gonna be completely useless, but as you guys can see, the fan is huge. So it's definitely gonna have like a ton of cooling for the phone. It also comes with these 2 little paddle controller things. Not sure what this is, but yeah, we have this little cooling fan right here. This thing only cost me around $10, and just feeling like the build of it, it definitely doesn't feel too cheap. It definitely has like some weight to it, so the fan definitely should help. Go ahead and take this thing off. This thing is like magnetic. I'm not sure what this is. I'm actually not sure how it's actually gonna be set up behind the phone. This thing just like magnetic towards the back of the phone? No, it's not. So no way you have to put this magnetic thing on top and then you have to stick this thing onto the phone. There's no way. Because this thing is not like magnetic to the back of the phone, as you guys can see. Unless you gotta clip this thing onto the phone, maybe? Like that? There's no way. Look, it's not even setting up correctly. Okay, so I actually figured out how to actually use this cooling fan. Went ahead and attached these 2 things to the fan, and it basically just clips it on, and then from there, these 2 gripping parts clip onto the back of the phone. So, but I should have thought of that before I actually bought the game controller, since as you guys can see, I can't clip it to the back of the phone. And because this game controller does have a built-in fan, but what I could do, there's kind of like a space on the game controller for me to actually add this thing on as literally a second fan. So yeah, boom, there we go. We have literally 2 cooling fans behind the phone now. I mean, this thing should not overheat at all. It is kind of harder to hold the phone, but yeah, you guys can see we have literally 2 cooling fans right on the back of the phone. But yeah, boom, there we go. We have literally like a transformer phone looking thing. I don't even know what this is at this point, but we have 2 cooling fans on the back of this phone. This is actually ridiculous. All right, so next up we have these new mobile joysticks. And since the game controller for the phone does hold onto it, it doesn't actually help you move. So this thing right here should be able to turn the phone into kind of like a controller. And this thing was only like $5, so it's a pretty cheap upgrade. And this is literally all you're getting. But for Fortnite, I'm pretty sure you only need to use like 1. So it's basically just like a little joystick thing that connects to the phone. So basically just helps you move easier on Fortnite, I'm assuming. Yeah, this is basically all you're getting. It's kind of like a silicone bottom. So once you guys actually put it onto the phone, it shouldn't fall. Okay, it did fall, but you're not gonna play downwards. But if you guys like have it on a slant, as you guys can see, it just sticks really, really well. So especially on phone, since it could be pretty hard to move around and stuff, and this will basically help. Yeah, pretty solid $5-ish upgrade for this mobile gaming setup. Definitely really, really good for the setup, like I said. And lastly, we have these gaming controller glove things from Gamertech. Comes with like a battery on the back where he basically just turns it on, but battery's kind of heavy, so it's definitely gonna be a pretty downside of using it. But all you gotta do is just put this thing on, obviously like a glove. It has like a bunch of materials for like where your hand is, so when you guys actually start gaming and stuff, it's gonna be like a lot more precise when you actually like shoot, aim, all that stuff. And as you guys can see, with this battery pack thing, you guys can basically turn on like a heating or like a cooling mode, and boom, there you go. You have this thing on. It looks honestly kind of weird, but we'll see if this thing helps or it's just like a complete waste of money. But I mean, for the design, it kind of looks cool, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so this is what the entire phone gaming setup is looking like. And this thing is honestly just insane. It doesn't even look like I'm playing on a phone anymore. As you guys can see, there's just so much attachments to this phone. I have basically 2 built-in fans to the back of this phone. One is a singular fan that I bought, and then the second one is a fan from this game controller. Oh my God, I don't even know how to actually hold this phone properly, but let's go ahead and load up Fortnite and see what we could do with this device. Okay, so now that I have Fortnite loaded up on this gaming phone, let's just first go ahead and customize this HUD layout so all the buttons fit literally where the claw grip is going to press, since I do have the back 2 pedals to use for this game controller. As you guys can see, I do need to set it where these buttons are basically going to be pressing for these like claw grip things. I don't know, but let's go ahead and just reorganize the entire HUD layout. Okay, so I basically adjusted every control to the button I basically press on the game controller. And also another thing I'm gonna be doing is just completely not using this cooling fan. Even though this thing actually keeps the phone really, really cool, it kind of bothers the 2 back paddles on the back of these 2 controllers. So it keeps on hitting this thing and it just completely falls out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just not use this thing at all. So this is kind of what the entire mobile phone gaming setup is looking like now. You guys can see these Joy-Cons work really, really well. Honestly, everything works really well. I just got to get used to all these controls. As you guys can see, every time I press this button, it just places the build for me. Then the back paddle is basically aiming down. So if I go ahead and get my gun, this thing just aims down. And then so far on my right hand, I'm only using one of the paddles just to jump. As you guys can see, this is for jumping. Honestly, I'm kind of getting used to it. Not entirely yet. It's kind of pretty hard to navigate still, but I'd say give me like an hour and I think I should be good. Honestly, an hour should be fine. Yeah, honestly, I just need to practice it, but this setup is actually looking really, really nice. Also, the gaming phone only runs at 90 FPS, but it's definitely still like really, really smooth, just like the gaming tablet I reviewed. I think this thing honestly just feels like console. Like it actually just completely feels like console at this point. Okay, so it's literally been an hour and I literally just been practicing with this gaming setup and literally just trying to get used to all the controls on this gaming phone setup. Something I did do was shift the phone a little bit to the left since it kind of popped out and blocked my hand from like pressing a few buttons on my right side. So but yeah, this is kind of what I could do on mobile now. I could definitely do some 90s, as you guys can see. Like these game controls definitely help, but it's not going to literally help you instantly. It's definitely going to help you improve like while gaming on phone. Boom, boom, boom. Another 90, another 90. Another 90. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm doing 90s pretty consistently. Also, another thing is that these gloves are actually like really tight. Kind of helps with pressing the buttons like really quickly. Although my arm is like definitely sweating a little bit just because this thing is super compressed onto your hand. I'm getting better by the minute, literally getting better every minute playing on mobile. And now in an actual game, Fortnite still runs at the 90 FPS. The performance from this phone is definitely really good. We're not gonna drop below 90 FPS for sure. Since this phone can literally run up to 165 FPS, having such a powerful Snapdragon processor inside of here. Okay, bro, let's go ahead and see if this thing gives me an advantage against other mobile players, or maybe I'm gonna be still like horrible. We're gonna have to see. What's going on? Kill him, kill him. There we go, there we go. I gotta fix my HUD layout. This thing is low-key in the way. Obviously, since I'm still playing on a gaming phone, everything is like super cramped up. There's like no space to move your fingers and everything. You're kind of just misclicking buttons over and over again, but adding this game controller thing to your phone, I mean, it definitely helps. It definitely helps eliminate kind of like the messy space. Where's this guy? Oh my, bro, there's no way this guy's a mobile player. There's no way this guy's a mobile player. No, this guy's not a mobile player. Oh, auto fire clutched up. Auto fire clutched up, let's go. I'm not gonna lie, adding all these stuff to the phone definitely makes it like super heavy as well. He's above me. Bro, there's no way this guy's on mobile. How are you expecting me to compete with this? How are you expecting me to compete with this? Okay, oh my God. Wait, push that. Where's this guy go? Where'd he go? I'm actually low-key getting nervous, bro. There's no way that guy was a mobile player. Like, even though I have a huge advantage against actual mobile players, that guy honestly did not seem like a mobile player. So, honestly getting scared. We should be good though. We should be good. We're still running 90 FPS, so the game is still like very smooth. Bro, am I in freaking ranked? Am I in freaking ranked? There's no way, right? The game probably knows I have all these stuff going on, having all these advantages against actual mobile players that they pair me with like freaking PC players or something. Oh my God, bro, my hands are actually getting sweaty from this freaking gaming glove, man. It's supposed to help with like the friction and stuff, but this thing is just making me sweat. Playing against these freaking like non-mobile players on mobile is actually really hard. Yo, we're having a freaking mobile build battle. Bro, there's no way. There's no way. I need to wait for this guy to just drop down and fight me. There's no way I'm getting this. No freaking way this guy wants me to build battle him. I'm on freaking mobile, man. Please, just chill out. Please, relax. Oh my God, oh my. Get me out. Bro, there's no freaking way this guy's on mobile. Like, I'm still trying to get used to these controls. Like, it definitely helps, but when you're actually like panicking and stuff, it's actually really hard to control. That's the only bad thing. Also, the phone isn't overheating just because the built-in like controller thing on this phone actually has a built-in fan, like I showed you guys. So even though I removed like the external fan, I still have another fan that I could still use. So that's still pretty good. Oh my, bro. Where's this guy? Where are they? Man, let's just run in. Open. I can't edit, bro. I can't edit on mobile. Please just edit. Oh my God, bro. No, there's no freaking way. All right, now we got Warzone, which is running like less FPS than Fortnite. Warzone does run about like 45 to 60 FPS just because it's much harder to run on mobile. But yeah, this is kind of like one of those games where the Pro Controller will actually help a lot more. Unlike Fortnite, which could be played a lot easier even without this Pro Controller, Warzone should be the one to benefit the most from it. So let's go ahead and see how good this thing is. Why does my character walk so slow if I'm not like tactical sprinting, man? That actually is so weird. As you guys can see, is it this little Joy-Con? There's no way it's the Joy-Con, right? Wait, it might be the Joy-Con. Hold up. The Joy-Con might actually be slowing us down. Oh God. Hold up. I see him. Let's go. That's what we needed, bro. That's literally what we needed. I'm not gonna lie, the aim button definitely helped with literally the kill. And I feel like this Joy-Con is so useless on Warzone because if you're not tactical sprinting, this thing actually just makes you super slow. So let's go ahead and take this off. See if there's like a difference when I actually play now. Yeah, there's like a huge difference when I walk and stuff without the Joy-Con. So in Warzone, the Joy-Con is low-key just like useless. What the? Oh, okay. Oh. Oh God. Get him. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Run, 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 run. I see someone. I see someone. Oh, oh, oh. Run, 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 run. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. Where's another guy? Wait, the Joy-Cons actually help in Warzone Mobile. I'm not gonna lie. It actually helps a lot more than I thought. Like moving around and stuff and holding the phone as well, since I have like this controller thing, helps so much more. I'm not gonna lie, it actually helps a lot more. There's someone up here. I'm not even joking. There's someone. Hold! Oh my, bro, get out. Chill. Bro, there's another guy down there. Someone behind me. Bro, am I hearing things? There's someone above. I knew it, bro. I knew it. Oh my God, bro. This controller actually is so much better in Warzone. The whole team up here. There's a whole team. Hold up. Where? There's actually a whole team. Got one? Oh my God, bro. This controller actually helps in Warzone. It's so much better in Warzone, man. Oh God, no, I couldn't press my other gun. But yeah, so far in Warzone, this controller thing is actually so much more helpful than I thought. In Fortnite, it was kind of like questionable if all these gear I bought for the phone is helpful. But in Warzone, this thing actually helps. I literally built the entire mobile phone gaming setup and it actually helps with making me better in Warzone, which is surprising. Please don't die, I gotta respawn. There we go. Someone right there, bro. This guy's deaf. Yo, auto fire, chill. Oh my God, bro. Auto fire literally just started shooting him. Oh God, oh crap. We got chill. No. Chill. What the Bro, why is there a guy there? Why is there a guy? Okay. You didn't see me? Oh crap, this guy's sniping. Oh, movement. Oh my. Get me out. No. I need to get out. I'm dead. No way I die like this. No, I was actually cooking. I was actually doing good with this Pro controller, bro. This thing actually helps in Warzone, which is actually really surprising, bro. Let's go, bro. GG's.